Hello, lovely people. Psychic Debbie here. Hope you're having a great day. Can you believe it? 2019 predictions. Oh my goodness gracious. Where did the time go, right? Well, on my 2018, thank you for watching it. I have over 200,000 people views. Thank you so much for that. And 17 of those predictions came true. 17. Oh my God, can you believe it? Spirit is so good. Spirit is so good. I'm just the channeler. It's not me. I just channel the information. So I have a whole booklet again for 2019. I hope you want to hear about them. And I'm wishing you guys a great, great new year. If you want to get a reading from me, psychicdebbie.com. Okay, so here, let's start. So 2019 is going to be a number 3 year. A number 3. To me, that's the triangle. That's my birth number is a number 3. Insight, being intuitive, knowing, spiritual truth coming in. I feel like 2019, there's going to be a very feminine year. So what I mean by that, a lot of emotions, a lot of truth is going to come through. We're going to, the whole world is going to react emotionally. I feel like, especially in the 1980s, everything was more left brain, ABC, 1, 2, 3, counting, letters. This year, it's going to be about love, spirituality, insight, knowing, truth coming through. So there's going to be, even though it's already happened, a lot more truth is going to come up. A lot more secrets are going to come up this year. A lot more through all genres, So it's not just going to be, the politics and the movie stars. It's going to come through. Maybe even you're going to see it in your own family. Okay. So number 3, again, it would be the body, mind, and spirit is coming through. The feminine's coming through. Attention to detail is going to come through. So I feel like the veil is getting a little thinner. So what you put out there is going to come back to you even faster than you think. And I think most people are starting to notice that. I know I am. It's like, I wish this, and boom, it's coming up to you. So be careful with your wording. Be careful with your wording this year. So a lot of prediction things coming through. Okay, so economy. So this is going to be the economy thing. Bitcoin, I'm going to be looking down, so don't mind me because I got it all written out from Spirit. So Bitcoin, I feel, is going to go up. Okay, the value of the Bitcoin is going to go up. More people are going to be connected to it. More people are going to be buying it. The money value is going to go down. So that's why I feel like we, all of us psychics or intuitive or truth seekers, see things in different ways. But and some people are going, well, what about the economy? They're telling me the economy is going down. But how can the value of the Bitcoin going up? I don't know all the genre on that, but I'm seeing the money value of the US dollar is going to go down. Bitcoin is going to go up, and that you're going to be able to buy and order things through Bitcoin more than you realize. It's like, I feel like you're going to be able to get gas, you're going to be able to get groceries, you're going to be able to get motels through it. I feel like there's going to be a whole new avenue with the Bitcoin. How is it going to work? I don't know, but I'm just seeing it. That's the way it's going to go. Okay. I feel like the real estate is not going to fall like 2008, where people are like, oh my God, the real estate, because, the Downs has been going up and down a lot lately. And that's the way I perceived it before. I saw it. I didn't see it crashing. The real estate, for some reason, Spirit is showing me in October, no, not October, March is going to be a good time for the real estate. So I don't know if it's going to be a buyer's market or a seller's market, but the realtors are going to be busy around March and April. So I'm seeing that's going to be a good month for you guys. I'm also seeing that the money, there might be a little bit of a crash in the fall of 2019. The fall of 2019, I'm seeing it going. Oh. So, and I can't tell you what to do. I'm just talking about, don't go, Debbie said, da, da, da. I'm just giving you information. If it resonates with you, take it. If it doesn't, let it go. Okay. I'm not going to tell you guys what to do. Okay. Also in Ohio, we had to look this up. I was with my friend Jody. We were Skyping, and I said, okay, I'm going to connect with Spirit and see what Spirit has to say. And it wasn't Detroit, Michigan. They were showing me Ohio's metal. I feel like there will be strikes there. They are going to want more money. It's going to be connected to the automotive industry. They might claim that there's shortage of steel or metal, that they're saying that there's a shortage there, and so I could see people either picketing or saying they want more money, or the union is going to, there's going to be a strike or whatever. But in Ohio, okay, that's where I was seeing it in there for the metals. Okay, also Mexico, not New Mexico, but Mexico, the country of Mexico. I feel like the people are going to go against the people. There's some people that are going to want what the government, and I don't want to do any politics and religion, but this, I feel like this needs to be told, because I feel like there's going to be a lot of people against people. I feel like there's going to be corruption. I'm sorry, there's going to be picketing, protesting, riots, people wanting to be heard. I feel like there's certain laws or regulations that are not, of course, not being followed, but I feel like there's going to be a group. There's going to be either a riot or picketing in Mexico, around Mexico City. It's in the center of Mexico. Okay, so the next prediction is about health. Okay, so there will be a new virus or a new disease, sorry to say, in Africa, that there won't be a cure for it right now. They will have to figure it out where it's coming from. And I feel like people are starving to death. It's making them throw up or getting really sick from this new virus. And it's gonna hurt a lot of people. I hope I'm wrong, but this is what Spirit showed me. I hope I'm wrong, but this is what Spirit showed me, that there's gonna be a lot of deaths from this virus. They are going to find out that it's connected to the earth and birds. So I don't know if it's that the birds poop and then it gets into the earth and that they're eating the food that's coming from the earth or something like that. There will be a cure after, but this will have to go through its stage. Okay, so that is in Africa. Okay, there will be a new cure, for rosacea. And it will be a natural cure, that it will come from a root and a flower. It will also be, they're going to know that rosacea is connected to anxiety. So if you have rosacea, it's going to be connected to your anxiety and your saliva. I know this is crazy, but Spirit has showed me that with saliva, everybody's saliva is like blood type, that everybody's saliva has a certain kind of type. So there's a certain kind of type that can get through like meat, or some types that need to go through vegetables or fruits or whatever. And that this rosacea and this anxiety is all connected and with the saliva, so that there is going to be a cure where through a root or a flower to cure the rosacea, cure the anxiety, okay? And also, once we figure out the saliva thing, it's going to help us with the diets, it's going to help us with our blood, it's going to help us with diabetes, it's going to help us with numerous of things. So this is going to be the starting of all this wonderful thing. Isn't it fantastic? I think it is. Okay, there's going to be a cure for children's cancer, and it's going to be connected to their growth. It's going to be connected to the growth. So like if a child has cancer that is connected to their growth, connected to their thyroid, connected to their pineal gland, there's going to be certain varieties of it. There's going to be a cure for it. And I feel like it's already in the works. It just hasn't gotten the FDA kind of approval for it. I feel like there's a cure for that. It will also be connected to hormones, which in the long run will be a cure for like breast cancer, ovary cancer, and prostate cancer, because it's going to be connected to hormones. So do you see, it's going to go ding, 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 ding. So, and we get it that there's cures out there already for cancer, and that there's money all connected to it. But I feel that with this cure for the children's cancer, they're letting that go through. And so then like I said, then it will be connected to the adults, and then it's going to be connected to the breast cancer and ovary cancer and prostate cancer and all that stuff. So it's going to go through. Okay, so you'll hear about that this year. Also, liver transplant. Yes, liver transplant. I feel like they've already been working on that, conducting that. It hasn't been approved. It hasn't been out into us that we can get it. But I feel like it will start being available at the end of 2019 or 2020 for sure. I feel that when I was talking to Jody and I was talking to Spirit, I said, oh, they're talking about liver transplants, and she's like, I think that's already done. And so she looked it up and she said, no, it's not. So see, Spirit kind of knows what they're talking about. So I feel like that thing will come through. So yay. So for all these cures and everything, I'm so happy. So happy. Okay. So the next one is fashion. And you're going to go, what? Why are you having a prediction on fashion? Well, fashion affects a lot of people worldwide, not just New York. So the fashion industry in New York will be honored this year. For some reason, because I'm not in the fashion industry. I like wearing the clothes, but I'm not in the fashion industry. But I feel like it's going to be honored. It will also bring a new take on the runways. Like, I feel like it will be done in new locations, and if it hasn't already, like in subways and in parks and different places than where it's always been. The fashion industry is going to take you in different places. And even I'm seeing it's like kind of going to a retreat. It's like, let's go to Africa, and I'm going to have my runway done in Africa. So I feel like there's a new new modality coming up, but I really feel like New York is going to start getting really honored. I'm not saying that Europe isn't, but I feel like New York is going to go up a little bit above, and that new designers are coming through. So it's going to be this new genre, because if you notice, we've been kind of doing the 70s, the 80s, the 30s, the 40s. I feel like there's going to be a new dynamic, kind of like the 80s where, like the Madonna style. I mean, that was a completely different style than anything else. So I feel like a new style, a new technique is going to come through. So that's a good thing. And that's going to help New York. It's going to help us. It's going to help worldwide for jobs and places. The next thing is movies. Okay. So my prediction in movies are Europe movies are going to be more recognized and honored. I feel like it's England. I feel like England is a big component of that. If you're wanting to create, which I need to tell my son, right? If you want to create, to be an actor, being directing, doing scripts or whatever, I feel like you could get recognized more easily in England or in Europe. And that I feel like they're going to bring that genre over. It's going to be a lot of English, European, Australian, New Zealand kind of actors that are, and there is some now, but I feel like it's going to be even more, and you're going to be like, where's the US actors here, but I just feel like that it's going to be really, really powerful. It's to me, it's going to be kind of like the Beatlemania kind of thing, you know what I mean, where it's like the British are coming, you know what I mean, that kind of thing. Like I said, it's going to be a new foundation for the movie industry, actors, producers, and everything like that. Also, the movies are going to be more emotional instead of all this. A lot of emotion is going to come in again because of the year 2019 is the number 3 body, mind, and spirit. So there's going to be a lot of people are going to be connecting to a lot of the emotional movies, and insight kind of new agey movies are going to be coming up more, and they're going to get recognized and get awards next year. This year, I feel like the awards are going to go to a lot of the documentaries, or biographies. So like Vice, or what's that? The Escape from the Prison, from the Golden Globes, is the Escape from that certain prison. I'm sorry, I forgot the name. But I feel like those are going to get a lot of the awards this year. I do think A Star Is Born, the music will be recognized on A Star Is Born. And we already probably know that, Lady Gaga and Bradley Cooper's already getting elected or whatever. But I feel like Vice is gonna take over a lot. The movie Vice for the vice president. Okay, so the next one, transportation. Okay, so I believe air flight is going to be okay. I'm not seeing too many. Not saying that there won't be some incidents, but I don't see like terrorist act or anything like that. If there was, they're not showing it to me. So if there's certain things that happen and they don't show it to me, it's because we're not supposed to know about it. But right now, I'm seeing it as a clean slate. Again, like I predicted last year, the metro links and the trains in Europe, it's going to be a terrorism thing, disabling the trains, bombing. They're not done trying for England again or Paris or France again. I feel like those two areas will be affected the most. France and England again. Sorry. I don't think we had anything in England, but I think we did have something in Paris this last year, correct? I would have to look back on the predictions. So also cruises. There will be a new law in ship cruises because there's too many people being missing, right? So, excuse me, I got an itch. So the missing, there's too many people being missing or missing their ships. They're in another country and they're like, you need to be here at 3:33 and they're at 3:40 and you just missed it 5 minutes ago. And I feel like there's going to be a law that's going to come out, and that's going to help with the people missing the people, and that making the ships accountable for the people, not the country, but the ships going to be accountable. So then they will create something where it's like you have a beeper on you or whatever, and it's like, hello, you need to be back. You know what I mean? That kind of thing, so that they know where everybody is, and that it makes you accountable, but it also makes the ships accountable, and so that there will be a better law that way. So people won't be able to be taken away on the ships. Okay, talking about ships, and this is going to be about Canada, a beautiful country north of us in the United States. Okay, I feel like there will be either a cruise ship or a huge ship go down in the either Quebec area or Atlantic or the I think it's Labrador Sea. It's in that area. I feel like this big ship's going to go down, and I don't know if it's because of the ice or if it's going to be because of it runs into something, but I feel like it's this big ship thing and it's going to be talked about. I don't hear about Canada news that often, so I don't know, but I just keep on seeing this ship and the world news is talking about it. So I don't know if it's just coming from Europe or if it's bringing cargo or something like that. Because remember that old ship that was in the 70s, I think 76 or whatever, in Superior, Gitchigumi, I think that's what it was, or Gitchigumi is, Superior, and that big ship went down. So I'm seeing it being that kind of way, because that's the way they Spirit presented it to me. Also in Canada, there will be a famous missing person case. It will be worldwide news. Many will follow the story. I also feel like it sounds like a book was written about it years ago, kind of like a book was written about it in prediction, kind of like the Titanic with the ship thing. So, you know what I mean? It's like I feel like a book was missing about it. I don't know if it's this Jamie Kloss girl from Wisconsin whose parents were shot. I believe she's in Canada, and her boyfriend or the man she is connected to who shot her parents. I feel like she's connected to somebody and I don't know if it's that she just connected to them over the internet or if she knew them in person, because I feel like it's connected to her and that they shot the parents because they wanted her. It's either because of a boyfriend relationship, or it was because of an internet relationship, or it was because of a pedophile thing or whatever. And I feel like they went across the bridge from Superior, Wisconsin into Duluth, and they either went to the Boundary Waters and crossed over to Canada, or they just went through Canada, and the people let them in because they didn't find her parents. They were already gone. They were already up in Canada. And I get it. A lot of people think that she's in Florida, but I think she went the other way around. I think she went through Wisconsin, Minnesota, and up to Canada. I feel that she was there. Is she there now? I'm not sure, but I know that she was. I really feel that they went up there. Okay, predictions for weather. Okay, there will be a major snowstorm in the Canada area again. Manitoba area. There will be power outages, and sorry to say, many people are going to be harmed. And I think it's going to go on for days. It's going to be in the Manitoba area. It will be in the winter of 2019, not this winter, but the 2019 winter. So fall, winter of 2019, 2020, that time. And I feel like it's going to, excuse me, I feel like it's going to go on for days. And I just feel like it's a lot of snow is going to be affected. And accidents, car accidents, sorry to say, I hope I'm wrong. I really do. But this is what Spirit showed me. You know, just people secluded. And so when they say the storm comes in, get ready for it. Get ready for it. Okay, the Northwest states like Washington, Idaho, Montana, that kind of area. I predicted this last year, 2018, that it was just going to go from winter to summer, and boom, it did. This time, in 2019, I think the Northwest states will finally get a spring. I see it coming early. I see it coming in the March, April. It's like you get out in March and April and you're like, this is nice. It's going to be spring. And we're finally going to get a spring this time. So I think that is going to be really good. It's going to go into the summer. I don't think it's going to be this over too hot of a summer. I think it's just going to be like a typical nice summer. Of course, you're going to have your 90s and maybe a couple hundreds here and there, but I feel like it's just going to smooth in the Northwest states. And in the Midwest, I feel like it's the same, like Minnesota, Iowa, that kind of thing. Missouri, I feel like it's going to be a fantastic year for crops. Fantastic year for crops. So this is another good thing. Feminine, growing, allowing. I feel that if you're a farmer or you're in any kind of industry with the growth, agriculture kind of thing, this is a good year for you guys. Grow, 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 grow. Plant, 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 plant. I just see it being really good for you guys this year. And gals. Okay, so unfortunately, North Dakota will get some of that major snowstorm, probably because of Manitoba, the Canada thing. I feel like they're going to have record-breaking snow through this storm. I feel like it just goes through North Dakota and then up into Canada, and that, like I said, it's going to be, the snow is going to go up to the bridges, and they keep on showing me a snowstorm when I used to live in Minnesota, many years ago, and I used to go through North Dakota, and I remember the snow being all the way up to the bridges, you know, and that they just kind of borrowed a hole through to get through. So I'm seeing that for 2019 again, 2020 time period. I'm also seeing New York will have some flooding. So it's either through New York, the state of New York is going to have some flooding, and I feel like it's from the snow and disturbance there. I don't know. I feel like it will affect New York City, but it will go also up into the New York State area, Niagara Falls. Okay. Sorry, North Carolina, South Carolina. You guys been hit this last year, but I'm seeing it again. Sorry, I'm seeing hurricanes will hit straight on into the Carolinas. This time I feel like it's the south instead of the north. I think it was this year was the north was affected more. I'm seeing two huge hurricanes. One that goes straight into the Carolinas, okay? And then the other one hits Florida, goes out into the ocean, and then hits Carolinas again. And so where it hits in Florida is the Palm Beach area. It's the eastern part, excuse me. It will hit the Palm Beach area, then hit the Carolinas, and then go off. Okay, then it will go off into the ocean. So the other one, I feel like is just going to go straight into the Carolinas, and the other one will ricochet, go back, and ricochet into the Carolinas again. Okay, there will be flooding from the Missouri River. I don't know if it's because of the snowfall from North Dakota and Canada, and I get it, the Missouri River goes in a different direction, or it's because there's damage to a dam because there was an earthquake. So I'm not sure, but they kept on showing me flooding. And then when you look at the Missouri River, and there's a town called Perrier, I think it's called, there's like a little swiggle in the river, and they kept on making me look there. It's like the river goes, and they made me kept on looking there, and then looking up at Bismarck, and that's probably from the snow, and then the South Dakota part would be because of the earthquakes. Okay, so let's go to earthquakes then, right? Okay, there's going to be a lot of earthquakes this year, people. Again, the feminine's rising, the phoenix is rising. I just feel like worldwide there's going to be a lot of earthquakes. Earthquakes in places that people did not think, and I get it that they've had them there, but I just feel like, yeah, it's going to be like in Missouri. It will be in like Iowa. It will be, I mean, it will be in places that it's not usually the norm. But the one that they keep on warning me about is east of San Diego area. And I'm not sure if I'm going to say this right. Elsinore, Elsinore fault. They were telling me it's in that area. Not the Andrea fault, the other fault. And I feel like it goes down into Mexico or the Baja area. The other earthquake they're saying is by Washington State, Oregon State, and it's the cascade that's in the ocean. And maybe that's why it was some of the water that I'm seeing. Or by Devil Mountain going into Canada. So they keep on showing me that area, and thank goodness nothing has happened, but they have been showing me this area for so many years. So I don't know if it's just because there's going to be such a big, major earthquake there one of these years, and that they just keep on showing me this. Because I'm like, come on, people. I sound like a broken record, and it's not, you know, I mean, there's some earthquakes, but the earthquake that they're showing me is, yeah, it's a dynamic earthquake. So, again, it's in the Cascade, not in the mountains, in the Cascade fault that's in the ocean. And then the mountain part is by where Devil Mountain is. Okay, that goes into Canada. Okay, so I feel like there's going to be a lot of volcanoes also with this earthquake. That's probably why there's a lot of earthquakes, is because there's going to be a lot of volcanoes. The volcano that just went off in Italy, I predicted that in my 2018 predictions, or Spirit did, and they're erupting. I do see them erupting again over there. I do see earthquakes and eruption in New Zealand and South America, Chile area along the coast, Pacific coast of South America. Italy, Philippines, for sure. Italy again, or the Greek area, and the Philippines. Sorry, but I just don't think they're done. We're going to have a lot of shifting, and that's why I'm saying that this is an emotional year. Emotion of birth and death and growth and truth going to be revealed in all aspects of life. So in your life, if you have a secret, you're going to have to really keep that secret, because or you're going to bury it, or you're going to have to release it, write a note and let it go, or tell people, because this is the year. It's the number 3, body, mind, and spirit. It's the year of showing truth. Okay, it's going to be a lot of truth telling this year. Okay, fires. There will be a major fire and dryness in Australia. I feel like it's the North Territory, they're telling me. People will be getting help. It will be such a major fire and dryness up there, and I don't know if it's dry. You know, I haven't been to Australia, so I don't know the area, but that's what they keep on showing me. They said the North Territory east part, to the point that you will get help from other countries. That's kind of how big they're thinking the fire is going to be. Which is going to be great, because then we're going to help you. You've helped us numerous of times, so it's going to be our time to help you. And so when it's into that dryness season, fire, make sure that you're ready for it. Get the water and everything going. Okay, I feel like there will be a fire in Tennessee by Nashville or Clarksville area. I feel like it might be set off by somebody, and it will be in the mountain area. I don't know if there's mountains there or not. Again, I'm just saying what Spirit showed me. They kept on showing me someone lighting a fire because they're pissed off, excuse my language, against somebody. It's either the music industry or something with the government or something. They're mad. Someone's mad and literally starts a fire over there. Okay, so there will be, sad to say, there will be some more fires in California, but I feel like the Hollywood area, the Hollywood actors, or they're going to create a group where they're helping the people that have already gone through the fires, because a lot of actors and producers and screenwriters and everybody have lost their homes. So I feel like they're going to create a dynamic or a group that's going to help people that have gone through fires, and also create a group that's going to help prevent the fires or fight the fires, not just the government firemen. So I feel like there's going to be a new genre. It's a good thing. Nothing to cut down. They're going to help the poor to the rich. It's I think there's just this new dynamic that's going to be coming up, and that they're going to get together and create this. Doesn't mean that it's all done this year. Probably not, but I feel like it's starting this year because of all the fires that have been going on. Okay, so because of fire, I'm going to talk about water now. Okay, so the water. There will be more waves and flooding on the Oregon coast again, like I predicted this last year, and they had those 50-foot waves, and sorry to say a family got taken away. I feel like it will rise again in the Oregon, kind of Washington area. Again, it's by the gorge. It's down further that there will be the waves again. So I don't know if it's because of the earthquake of the Cascade or because of Japan and the tsunami kind of coming over, but I feel like the waves are coming over again. There's going to be more flooding in Texas, and it's going to be in the Houston area and Louisiana. So I don't know if Louisiana is going to have a hurricane, or because I don't even think I've ever done a prediction for Louisiana, that kind of area. I feel like there will be a storm coming through. There will be some flooding either through a river that's going through there, or some kind of because they're showing me the grounds being really wet. So I don't know if it's because there's so continuously a lot of rain, and then all of a storm comes in and there's the flooding again. Okay. And so my last prediction is there will be a new pod or group of whales that have not been seen before. So there, and I feel like it's an orca because I see black and white. I could be wrong, but it will be in the news, and they will be seen from going like along the coast of Washington going up to Alaska. Okay, I feel like there's going to be this new pod of whales, because I feel like they're saying that the whales are there's not enough out of them out there. They want to have them regroup. We don't want them extinct. And so I feel like there's a new group of them that it was like, oh, we needed to look out further into the dynamics out into the ocean more. And I just don't think that we've been seeing them all. We haven't seen all the creatures out there. So this is my prediction for 2019. And some good things there, cures for, cancer, and new dynamics helping people with fires. And I feel like it's going to be a really good year. It's going to be an emotional year. It's going to be a gathering year. It's going to be a year full of love. If there is places or other things that you would want me to do another prediction video about, it can't be politics and it can't be religion, because I don't want me to be a sounding board for that. But if there's other predictions, worldwide predictions that you would like me to do, if I have like 8 or 10 more, then I'll create another prediction video for you. So if you want to get a reading from me, it's psychicdebbie.com. Please go to my YouTube channel, like, subscribe, and share. I'd really, really appreciate it. And I hope you have a fantastic 2019 year. That I hope that there's great prosperity and spirituality and joy and great health for all of you. And thank you for following me, that follow me and connect with me. I so appreciate you. I want to give you blessings and smiles, and I'll say bye-bye.